Good morning, y'all. So it is currently going on 1:30 in the morning. I just got finished doing a 3-hour live stream. I go live now on my YouTube once a month. So yeah, I always notify y'all at least a couple days in advance. So if you want to ask DivaWuan anything, because the new segment on my channel is you can ask me anything, no question, off limits, during my live streams. But that's after like the first hour, after I tell y'all all the hectic stuff that goes on with my life or whatnot. So yeah, it was a very interesting live stream tonight. We talked about me getting over love, trying to find love again, and all of that good stuff. We end up talking about a whole lot of doggone stuff about my living situation, about me doggone relocating and all that. And we even got to try out some hair. This is the first time in a long time y'all have actually seen me with this type of hair, y'all. I cannot remember the last time I've had long hair like this. But I feel like doggone share. Do you believe in love? Do you believe in love? But anyways, y'all, let me get into the doggone review. So we're back with The Circle. This is season 6, episode 1. So let's get into it. Hold on. First, let me take my little drink. I've been talking for damn near 3 hours. Let me take a little drink real quick. I done bit off all my lipstick and everything. The lipstick was hella cheap. It was from Temu. I will not be purchasing no more makeup from Temu. But the hair is freaking bomb. Honey, this almost darn going. Actually, it's actually a little bit more texture than my natural hair. My natural hair is a little bit more on the silkier side. But the fact that this darn looks black girl friend, honey, I can darn get away with darn people thinking that this is my darn hair if I layer it right. But anyways, y'all didn't come for my hair. Y'all came for the darn review. Let's get into it. So we start off darn with a fast forward. I was like, okay, darn Nunu, you giving us darn how to get away with murder. Also, if y'all hear my fan in the background, I'm sorry, y'all. Due to me using these for 3 hours, honey, the battery done went dead on them. I got to charge them. So I do have my darn mic usually where it breaks off the wind sound or whatnot. But yeah, y'all just got to deal with the phone audio for the time being. Because the problem is I needed the space for my darn charger. Because the reception is usually in the space that I had to put the thing for my microphone. For people who do YouTube, y'all know what I'm talking about. But anyways, we start off with this fast forward scene giving me darn how to get away with murder vibes, honey. I was like, okay, Nunu. Because this was the whole thing where it was going forward and backwards. But I got the notes for y'all. Hold on, let me go ahead and show y'all. Honey, we're going to be here a good minute, y'all. So starting off, let me see. Everybody's meeting up at the club or whatnot. And, oh, Lord. My boo Rio is getting into it already, honey. Everybody's going after doggone Roy Geo. Meanwhile, Geo seems to have an issue with Miss Peaches, honey. We'll get back to Miss Peaches in a moment, honey. Because Miss Peaches definitely made her doggone entrance notable, honey. What the hell going on with my neighbors? Now, y'all know I live in Fayetteville, North Carolina, but this darn shit sounds like darn for. Let me pause this darn phone real quick, because what the hell is going on 1 something in the damn morning? Okay, y'all, where was I at before I was so rudely fucking interrupted? When I tell y'all, I cannot wait to be the fuck out of here. These goddamn neighbors, if they did not put us through enough goddamn hell, they had us without power for 2 fucking weeks. Now they back there darn fighting like cats and dogs. To the point where the neighbors darn done called the cops on their ass. See, this is what I had for they motherfucking ass when I darn was about to go back there. Honey, they better be glad the darn cop was out there because I was fixing the darn wreck shit up that late night, long hair and all. I can't even get a damn review out. See, this darn threw off my whole mood. See, we was having a good darn time over on the live stream and shit. Here they go just throwing off the good vibes. Anyways, y'all, back to the darn review, y'all. Okay, so we start off, like I said, with this flash forward scene that's giving how to get very befitting, how to get away with murder, because now I'm thinking about how the hell to get away with damn murder. We darn gonna see Geo Glam going back and forth with Miss Peaches. Then we flash back to 6 days prior, how it all started. So the first two people to know, to get to meet each other on the block of New York or whatnot. New York, this is what dreams are made of. We got John from Delaware. He's the first newbie. Hell, they all knew, in my opinion, because it's like ain't nobody from season 1, 2, nor 3 at this point. So it's like, why is there even a such thing as the newbies? It's the new folks and the newer folks. Because it's like, y'all all new. Because New didn't even give no time in between season 5 and season 6. Normally we get like a year a year break in between shows. Honey, y'all just came right back from... Hell, this is almost like a mid-season break the way y'all came back. Because normally like 3 months is equivalent to like a mid-season finale as opposed to like a finale of a show and then a return. But anyways, honey, I'm glad to see all the new folks nonetheless, honey. We get John from Delaware arrive onto the scene. He's meeting up with Angel. I was like, oh, Angel being on time for once. Angel the first one on the scene. Okay, boo. So a little bit of background about him. He's a podcaster and he's a basketball player. Now, I was looking like basketball player. Okay, if you say so, boo. You say so. No judgment, honey. But then we get over to now we get over to Messiah, and Messiah tripped me up a little bit because he was just a stumbling. Now I'm darn going shy myself to a certain extent, but it's like a darn Nunu ask you to darn introduce yourself, tell the folks about yourself. Honey, you would have thought darn Nunu asked him to darn recite the senior project, recite closing arguments for darn defending the client, closing arguments as a prosecutor. You would have thought darn Lester asked him to darn recite 30 pages worth of soap opera script, because honey, he was darn stuck like Chuck. I was like, child, you ain't had to go through none of that stuff, some of the stuff that I've had to experience. As somebody who, if you from North Carolina, y'all know back in my day when we was in school, we had the senior project, which counted for 25% of your final grade. We had to recite a darn 2 pages worth of 10-point font script from memory within a 4-minute darn time frame, 4 to 5 minutes. And then we had 4 to 5 minutes to do our actual physical presentation of what career field that we wanted to be as we grew up. Everybody else chose the safe stuff. I ended up choosing my actual true career field, which was veterinary medicine at the time. Did not work out that way. No. But I did score the highest darn presentation score. So I will say that. But nonetheless, you would have thought darn Messiah had to go through some of that ordeal the way he was tripping up. I was like, oh God. But anyways, moving on from that. Then we got Geo coming through. Now on a positive note, at least my boo done came through on a good note. He complimented the other Geo, Roy Geo. Complimented darn Geo Glam on the nails, and the name sounded like, I was like, okay, so far so good. They darn on a friendly kick or whatnot, because Lord knows that darn preview, I was like, oh God, darn Geo's just all over the place, child. But he's coming in darn sweet, honey. 23, so damn young. I mean, I remember you told me that on the live stream that I jumped on with you, but still, you just so young and darn cute and innocent. Like, oh, Now I noticed though you left out your profession. Like everybody else mentioned their profession or whatnot. Now I'm not going to say what your profession is because I don't know if you left it out on purpose. But you actually got a very prominent darn background or whatnot. So I'm surprised that that was left out because for somebody of your age to have the type of background that you have is very commendable because that's something that we don't normally hear. Like everybody else, an actor, a dancer, a model, a singer, and I'm not trying to downplay those things, but to hear somebody actually come from such a background like Royal Geo, you wouldn't expect that, especially given all the spiciness that we're going to see from Geo throughout the season. So it's like, yeah, maybe they might mention it a little bit later on, but I noticed that they didn't mention your darn profession, but I don't know if that's by choice or whatnot. So until you tell me otherwise, I'm gonna just leave it out or whatnot. But yeah, definitely sweetheart personality. Then we got, I'm gonna fuck up this name. Is it Musafa or whatnot? I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Musafa comes through, honey. He already appears to be familiar with darn Geo, Royal Geo. He's 24 from Jamaica, Queens, New York. Beautiful chocolate darn beauty, honey. All them darn folks are hella young this season. Like everybody's in the darn younger 20s crowd. Oh God, just when I darn sit, first they sour, then they sweet, honey. That's like darn Geo and Geo, y'all both darn short and cute. Y'all giving me darn Sour Patch. First y'all nice, then y'all sour whatnots. Y'all just started off complimentary. Now here we go with the banter. Now Royal Geo boo, you started that shit first time out. It looks like the newbies are taking over. Now it was a little innocent darn shade thrown. But it's like, girl, you know what you was doing, boo. Now, Geo didn't have to take it to heart really like that, but he did. But moving on from that, child, speaking of darn cuties, then we get another cute darn short person on the scene. I was like, now, damn, why the cuties got to be fun? I was like, damn, I guess the, fun size folks got to be fun too, but, I mean, cute too, but it's like, damn, can we get somebody that's at least 5'8"? Oh, they shout out to darn Ralfy, honey. Ralfy darn comes on through with the hoochie daddy shorts on. I was like, child, he reminded me of that this particular person that I follow on Instagram. Beautiful light-skinned guy. That's from Louisiana, New Orleans. And he's known for saying the darn I'm a hoochie, I'm a hoochie. If I can darn find his name, I'll put it in the darn description box below. Or I might annotate his darn name. I might darn put his face throughout here if I feel like editing enough. Now, I don't know what's going on with my darn phone not syncing with my darn computer. And that's where I do my editing from. So I got the free version of my editing software on my phone. So if y'all see the Power Director logo, that's why. I'm not able to access my darn computer at the time. My computer is working. But for whatever reason, every time I try to transfer files from my phone to my computer to edit, it gives me an error message. I don't know what's up with that. So until I'm able to fix that, y'all might see a little Power Director thing whenever I have to do multiple clips. Which is why I was trying to do all this in one take, but these goddamn neighbors. But anyways, moving on from darn cute ass Ralfy with his darn yellow hoochie daddy shorts, honey. He's a rapper / entertainer. We flash forward 5 days later, we get the group project meeting. Ooh. I thought something was crawling on me. It was this darn hair. I'm still getting used to this long hair, y'all. But fast forward 5 days later, we get the group project meeting. It is day 1 of the John's LGBT basketball game as well. I guess John wasn't lying about being a basketball player. He was out there on the field. I was like, okay. 100 proved DivaWuan wrong. I wasn't going to darn go. I was like, shit, thick boys can darn go move too. And I wasn't going to darn go and say he couldn't do it. But he was out there doing it, honey. And got a whole team for the darn community. I was like, oh, don't see this every day, honey. That must be a New York thing. New York, this is what dreams are made But yeah, they was out there on the darn field or whatnot. And then we got darn Miss Darnell is now officially a part of the cast. Now last season, honey, darn Miss Darnell was about like a girl, honey. Darn Miss Darnell was on the love search, honey. She thought she was gonna get a piece of Angel. But little do she know Angel don't fuck with the girls, honey. Hell, I don't even think I would have a chance with darn Angel. Angel likes darn little petite darn caramel boys. Actually, not even, maybe caramel. Like, his type is definitely light skin, like caramel, and his complexion is brighter. Definitely Hispanic-ish vibes, or, you know, mix-ish black vibes, if you get what I'm talking about. That's darn Angel's darn preference or whatnot. It's always been like that. Even me knowing of him going back to like 2015, the preference ain't changed or whatnot. But yeah, Miss Darnell is back this season with her darn cute darn self or whatnot. And see, this whole cast is darn cute. It's not one ugly person in the darn bunch. And I'm not just saying that because I don't know none of these hoes, so I don't owe nobody no loyalty by throwing no compliments. It's like everybody's just a real lovable cast. Darn Miss Darnell's giving auntie vibes, no shade. Because I know technically, you know, we in the same age range. I know Miss Darnell looking like, now, bitch, now don't play me. Now, I know you in your 30s, too. It's like, okay, you know, you just give off auntie vibes, though. Not as far as age, but your personality really does give auntie type of vibes or whatnots. But moving off of darn Miss Darnell, we did get Geo with the punctuality shade. Wait a minute. I think this was flash forward 47 minutes into the even further 5-day flash forward. Once again, how to get away with murder. We're 5 days into the future. I can see into the future. Life is but a dream. Honey, now Geo is getting darn shade thrown. Geo is throwing shade with the punctuality at Geo. So once again, Geo versus Geo, round 2, honey. Talking about this ain't the oval, this ain't the L, this ain't the R. Now, Geo, you got to tell me what's the darn. Now, I know there's some darn I'm confused with the L and the R. I was like, okay, I can understand the oval, the L, the R, like, okay, you got to darn break down that joke for me, boo. But the way you darn said it was just darn hilarious to me, honey. And them gave me deja vu vibes. I was like, wow, how the tables have turned. Because y'all remember just last season, a couple months ago, it was Derek Dahl that was the only person at the event. He was the newbie on the show, and nobody else showed up to the event. That was the trans awareness event where they give, you know, good wigs and stuff like this to the girls that are starting out their transition journey. Hell, wouldn't have paid for me to be up in New York. Honey, could have got me a good old piece of hell for the free 99, honey. But yeah, they darn give wigs and stuff out for the girls, you know, assistance programs and all this, that, and the third. Make the girls feel good about themselves. Because not everybody is, you know, can be all glitz and glam like T.S. Madison. You know, some of us got to work up to this, honey. Y'all know I'm still flatsy patsy over here. I'm a year in, and I'm just a 32A cup. So y'all got to give DivaWuan some time too. Give me about a good another 6 months. I'm darn gonna be up there in the 34 double D category. But until then, honey, we in the struggle crew too. We all got to start off somewhere, honey. So with that being said, honey, I do love that we do got the girls like that really support the other girls. Because when we see the girls, you know, on these types of shows, usually it's just drama, it's cattiness. They do the ballrooms and then they throw their shade and all this, that, and third. But to actually see a authentic drive, and this ain't no just one-off situation. This is a theme that they do every single year or whatnot. I really do commend them. Ooh, unfortunately, I don't know none of the girls' names, so charge it to my mind, not my heart. New, y'all drop down and drop the folks' names for me. I darn gonna pin the comment or whatnot. But I do appreciate. Oh, and then unfortunately, one of them passed away. I guess the mother that actually orchestrates the thing, the plus size light skinned girl, she done passed away. So my condolences. So I guess the other one, you know, the one that's you know, more similar to me in looks is now the one that takes over. I don't know if it's still going on or whatnot. So Nunu, if y'all have any more information on that y'all want to share, definitely leave it down in the description box below. But definitely admirable that we are seeing actual girls supporting other girls, you know, and the gays supporting the trans, because I got a video coming on the gays, you know, being disrespectful to the girls and all this, that, and third. So it's good to see good camaraderie when it's out there, because it doesn't be like that at all at times, especially in darn on places like New York, Atlanta, San Francisco, California, Houston, the list goes on and on. But back to our regular schedule programming. Honey, like I said, it was Geo that was darn going the only one there. Now, I mean, it was Derek the last time. Now it's Geo that was the only one there that was a vet from the meeting. Geo Glam. And then the other Geo decided to throw shade, talking about, well, hell, you don't even really get no brownie points. Nah, I'm putting 20 on 10. Because Lord knows Geo say enough as it is. He don't need me to add no words to his mouth, but pretty much the energy was given. Like, bitch, you don't really get no brownie points for being here, because your ass was darn on Candy Bird's time darn on arriving. Your ass was darn on giving darn on diva lateness your motherfucking self. So it's like, you supposed to be setting the example, and you wasn't the first one here. Now, Royal Geo, I don't think it was really all that serious as far as I mean, granted, yes, the folks need to be on call, you know, on a reasonable time. But if he was there within, like, I'll say 15, 20 minutes, let him slide. But moving on from that, honey. Angel, I was not surprised he was MIA again. This is just a pattern with darn on Angel, child. Then we get the darn on confessional, honey. Like I said, Miss Peaches. Miss Peaches made her darn on interest known. It was like, I didn't know whether darn on to say this was Beachella or darn on Uncle Clifford, honey. Darn on Miss Peaches was giving me darn on Beyonce's Beachella. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Y'all remember when she had the cane out? But it's also giving me darn on Uncle Cliff was about to teach the girls how to work the pole, honey, down to the pink. So it was like, if Beyonce had a baby with darn on Uncle Clifford, it would darn gonna be Miss Peaches, honey. See, every bitch with a name Miss Peaches is always gonna come through with a dynamic personality. I ain't never met a bitch named Peaches that just been basic, honey. So darn on Peaches is just living up to the hype of her name, honey. I'm just off of the interest alone, I'm just looking forward to what she's going to show this season. But yeah, she definitely made her darn on interest known with that darn on Beachella / Uncle Clifford darn on attire. But moving off of the darn on fashions, what else do we have for this episode? Uncle Kenzie is kissing up on Geo. And I say uncle respectfully because, you know, he's a man of a certain age or whatnot. Now, I don't necessarily know how old Miss Darnell is, but I want to say she's still within like a 10-year age range of me. Now, Uncle Kenzie, on the other hand, I know he's in the 40-plus club, so we just going to call him respectfully Uncle Kenzie, because he's like 10-plus years my senior or whatnot. Still look good and fabulous, boo. And all the way down from doggone Atlanta, Georgia. I said, okay, we finally got some southernness thrown in the mix, honey. Or whatnot. He is let me see. I want to say he said he is a teacher, an actor, and a writer. Okay, we love the multi-hyphenate. And then not just the stereotypical rapper, singer, dancer, no shade to those, but actual darn prominent professions, honey. Darn teacher and a writer. Okay. I would have loved to know what type of background. Maybe that might have been too nosy to wonder what type of teaching you do, whether you history, English, or whatnot, elementary, high school. Like, I would have loved for them to dive deeper into that, because we don't get educators too tough. We just started noticing that on this, you know, I know this is a different franchise, but over on Chasing Dallas, we got our educators. We got, you know, Sean, and we got Miss Kiki. From House of Gorgeous Gucci. I think she's is from. They are the educators down to Chasing Is it Chasing Dallas? Yeah, they are the educators. I think Kiki does elementary and Sean does educating consulting. So very interesting. Hold on, y'all. I think these cops done came back again. Lord Jesus, y'all. This is so ghetto. Oh Lord, now no, these the other neighbors. Child, I guess it's a good thing I'm up tonight during home recording videos because I wouldn't get no damn sleep. They just settled down and now here these motherfuckers darn gonna start up. And then of course you know the walls is thin as toilet paper. So I darn gonna unfortunately hear every damn thing. That's the cute, sexy chocolate one over there to the right of me, honey. I can do with these motherfuckers in the back getting the fuck gone. But even with cute chocolate over here, I only deal with so much darn on of this darn on inconvenience, honey. Because normally it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'll be asleep right about now. But where was I at? Done made me lose my darn on notes and everything. Let me see. Oh, been in New York for 2 decades. Mr. Kinsey or whatnot. Hell, longer than some of the folks been. No shame, but you know, with the cast being 2022, it's like, damn, you been in New York since some of them darn gonna been in damn diapers, boo. Mufasa admits that he hasn't, no, he couldn't see himself dating somebody or being with somebody who has the house in Virginia. Y'all know what that stands for, honey. I've already done several videos this week where, you know, my coins are funny. So we speaking in code this week so DivaWuan can get her darn on monetization, honey. In lieu of recent events, I need all my motherfucking darn on money, child. But anyways, yeah, he said he can't see himself with darn going dating anybody with the house of Virginia. And the folks said, well, hell, unbeknownst to you, you probably have, and they've been on prep or whatnot. Now I think the cast overall was being a little bit too harsh in regards to him because he did say he was willing to learn and whatnot, and he just didn't take the time to fully educate himself. So at least he's darn on willing to learn and whatnots because he's there, you know, fixing to do the walk for the automobile in Detroit. And he's willing to darn gonna learn more about what prep does. Now, he said he can't take it because of the side effects. Honey, I was the same way. Because it's like, I done seen the recall for Descovy and all that. And it's like, a girl already deal with enough autoimmune conditions as it is. A bitch is a cancer survivor. I deal with darn on severe eczema. And I darn going to have Crohn's disease. I don't need nothing else fucking up my darn going respiratory and darn going immune system overall. It's like a girl already got enough going on as it is. So I can darn on. It's like with me, if I get with somebody that's HIV positive, if it's like a one-off situation, because he did later on says that he's never been in a relationship. Honey, join the club. Hopefully you don't be as old as I am still saying that because I'm 30 and I'm still trying to navigate, you know, trying to date without the awkwardness or whatnot. See, my problem is falling for people that is way too unattainable for me. They, you know, they check off all my markers, but I don't necessarily check off all their markers. It's a long story. If y'all want to know my love life drama, y'all go and get all the backstory on my live stream. I'm not going to dive into my love life on this review. But yeah, DivaWuan, there's a extensive backstory on why it's hard for a girl to date. So I definitely understand you with that. I've never been in a relationship either. So you're not alone in that regard. 24, child, ooh. I was in my whole phase as well. So I ain't even going to judge you, honey. And matter of fact, I should have been the girl that was on the doggone prep back then the way I was hoeing around, child. Because we don't even think about, like, even the fact that I wasn't, you know, doing the back door and I was the top girl. It's like still, you know, you can get darn on STDs via the mouth and all that. We don't exercise the importance of condom usage for like none of that. So it's like, yeah, y'all definitely need to darn on learn how to educate yourself, especially in darn on high infected areas such as New York, Atlanta, San Francisco, all those darn on large gatherings for the girls. Yeah, definitely need to darn on educate yourself. I can't even let you slide with you being young because 24 is not too young, honey. You is grown. If you can afford to purchase a house, if you at the age where you no longer have to be on your parents' darn on insurance, you're grown, boo. But at least he's willing to learn. And then we get him going to the bathroom. Honey, bless his heart. You want to catch me going to no damn hell. I've never been on a subway, period. So going to a subway bathroom, I wasn't worried about being shanked or whatnots because, well, hell, I probably would have because in New York, y'all can't have none of this. Y'all can't have this. Y'all can't have, where's my darn going keys at? Y'all can't have these on the keys. Y'all can't have no mace. Y'all can't have no nothing. You can't have no hidden concealed knife or nothing. It's like, I don't know what the fuck y'all darn gonna do for protection in New York, honey. Now, granted, the girl is a black belt, but bitch, it's like, honey, I'm not Jackie Chan. I don't know how to disarm a bitch with a darn gun, and especially now that I ain't got no testosterone in my system. My testosterone levels are at a level 3 and my estrogen is over 200. So I'm not about to darn gonna wrestle no man or whatnot. Nor no damn rats. Now that's what the fuck I'm scared of. Y'all got rats in darn gone New York the size of darn gone cats. And y'all say the rats just walk up to y'all like it's all peaceful in the neighborhood. Bitch, y'all have that shit. Now, we set up for Derek Doll coming into the scene. We fast forward 39 days later. So, fast forward 39 days later. Once again, How to Get Away with Murder, the New York edition. We get introduced to yet another darn person. It's like 10 plus people on this season. That's why I made sure to darn take my extensive notes. So my review is going to be just as long as the show. Now, y'all know if it's just as long as the show, honey, I think it's a good review. Y'all know DivaWuan has the gift of gab. I love to be very descriptive, make sure everybody got their darn going proper notes as far as me or whatnot. So I don't like to go, gloss over anybody. So that's why my reviews will be just as long. Now, if anytime y'all see me give just a 5-10 minute review, honey, the show wasn't given, honey. But anyways, honey, I was with Miss Brandon, honey, where she said, honey, she darn gonna only shows off for her man or whatnot. Whoever is darn gonna lucky enough to see it. Honey, I'm the same way now. Because I done did all that shit in my darn on 20. But see, this the thing. You're around people now that's in the same age group that what we was doing when we was younger. It's like, well, hell, they doing the same thing, so I can't even fault them or whatnot. But yeah, honey, we done been there, did that, child. Ain't nobody seeing the goodies like that. Y'all might see a little bit of the ass or whatnot, but y'all ain't seeing none of the goodies, honey. So then we flash over to everybody else. The girl in the scene, the chocolate girl, honey, she got body yaddy yaddy, honey. Then we get, oh Lord, no! Oh my goodness, Geo, I did not want to see you, boo, in this light. I was like, oh my God, I got to turn my eyes away. But I couldn't turn my eyes away soon enough. I was like, oh God. I don't like doggone seeing folks that I get to know. Because, see, I got to doggone jump on a live stream with Geo and doggone build a little bit of rapport. So it feels hella awkward seeing, my folks that I know in. Now, I give exceptions to my folks that are adult entertainers like Cash De Niro, JD Blackstone, and them. It's like, okay, it comes with the territory. But my folks that don't do adult entertainment, I was like, oh God, I don't see too much of my boo, honey. And Lord knows he had a whole lot to darn show. I was like, God damn. Darn, he's living up to darn big things in small packages. And then you want to emphasize it with the bright pink underwear at that. I was like, now, sir, you already of a darn size, honey. You just showing on the flats. It's like, I can only imagine what it's like at full attention. But it's like, honey, you already darn showcasing your breasts in the front. Because he had on a see-through black, lingerie set that darn left little to the imagination. We seen all the little Debbie, honey. And then we seen the darn package that was in the darn pink darn whatnots. I was like, oh, God. I was like, well, shit. Well, okay. I was like, boo, you, honey, whoever's fortunate enough to be with it, honey, they got a lot to darn look forward to, honey. But it makes me look awkward because I don't like looking at my darn folks, my virtual friends and stuff in that light, honey. But moving off of darn Geo in his darn situations, Lord, it don't get no easier later on in this darn review, honey. We get darn the other Geo. Once again, just call this episode the Geo and Geo show, honey. This whole darn scene, the major highlights is Royal Geo and Geo Glam. So Geo decides to get a lap dance from everybody, right? And there was the thicker darn caramel boy that did a little leg number, honey. I was like, okay. Who else did something? Lord knows the Geo on Geo. I know I'm going to get cussed out by one of them for saying this, but there's a thin line between love and hate. Now, Roy Geo, honey, you twerked it back a little bit too damn good up on darn Geo, honey. I was like, oh, is we darn about that darn have a little bit of a G&G session at the door? I was like, oh, Lord, now, Geo, you was darn doing a little bit too good of a twerk situation up on him. Because even old boy didn't even do that much, and he had the outfit for it. Lord Ralfy, you was already a heartthrob, honey. That was darn getting the eyes of both darn Geos, honey. Both Geos was darn smitten with darn Ralfy with his hoochie daddy outfit on. That left little to the imagination. Now, he had on some purple underwear, but, honey, he did an old drag queen reveal, honey. Well, the darn twink boy edition, because the drag queens, they took, honey, it wasn't nothing took about this situation. Because when I tell you, he had on a darn G-string like this, where I tell you that if he would have made one false move, honey, we would have seen everything. Because y'all know how YouTube is. If it's a scene where it's quick, YouTube don't necessarily catch it in the algorithm. And y'all know darn Nunu sometimes be a one-woman show over there with the editing. So his ass might not even darn caught the darn part the darn edited out or whatnots. Child, we would have darn seen all the darn Ralfy and his darn goodies, honey. Because like I said, now, that goes to show that he ain't ran through it all. Because the fact that darn G-string is like that, and it darn still covered up everything, I said, okay, it's darn still tight. Because, honey, if he was darn busted open, honey, best believe we would have seen some outlining edges, honey. Like I said, now I'm not saying it based off of me, honey. Don't y'all darn say Diva ran through. I'm like I said, I have adult entertainment friends, honey. I'm judging it based off of them, honey. I ain't saying no names, honey. But anyways, moving on off of that, honey. Darn. And then I was darn jealous. I was like, it's something about the guys in general. Y'all don't have to deal with no cellulite. I don't know what's up with that. But it's like y'all get to have these perky booties and shit. And y'all ain't got no stretch marks, no dimples, no nothing. Meanwhile, my ass got stretch lights out the darn woodwork. I got darn cellulites. And I've recently now, since being on hormones, I done got, because I had all that before the hormones. It just got exacerbated with the hormones. Now I got darn cellulite on my thighs. Like my thighs used to be the super toned and stuff. Now my darn thighs done turned real, cottage cheese. Like, I got to really exercise real hard to keep my thighs darn on tone. But y'all guys, y'all get the darn gonna be very just light with it. Y'all might go to the gym once every 2 weeks. Shit, I got to work out about 4-5 days a week, just not darn gonna look like walking cottage cheese. But honey, I'm damn jealous. I was darn gonna look at, and then the esthetician in me was like, this motherfucker ain't even got no keratosis pilaris on his ass. He darn gonna got, he ain't got no discoloration or anything. I was like, now, either he's blessed with some damn good genetics, or he's going to darn going lush for aesthetics or somebody up in New York, and he's getting them darn on booty facials, and or he done got some laser hair removal on that ass. Cause I was like, that ass is just so damn smooth. I ain't even see a motherfucking darn going, I ain't even see not a speck of darn going hair. I was like, yeah, boo darn gonna gets the waxing and everything. But it's like, hell, if you wanna have a G-string like that, I guess you're gonna make sure the darn gone cakes are well presented, honey. But when I say I was over here looking darn jealous, I was like, well, damn, make me want darn I know, it's like, as an esthetician, my shit should be looking good. But hell, it's there, made me darn think, damn, I'm slipping. But moving off of that, honey, we didn't get darn Derek Doll and Brandon going at it. I was like, oh Lord. Brandon wanted to whoop darn on Derek Doll's ass. Now y'all know Derek Doll, I think, is taller than me. I'm 6'1.5", and Derek Doll makes me look darn on short. I don't think you want any of darn on Derek Doll, honey. Derek Doll is a bitch that likes to wear heels. Any tall bitch just capable of strutting in heels and shit. Child, I don't think you ready for the ostrich stomp, boo. I don't think you ready. I don't think you're ready for the ostrich. Stomp, 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 stomp. Oh, but anyways, let me stop being petty. Moving on. Flashback to 39 days prior. So now we back to the darn going, the corner of Brooklyn or wherever they at. And then they all getting ready to walk down to the park for the Automobile in Detroit event. Once again, we saying the acronym on purpose. We saying the code word because we need our doggone compensation over here. And pretty much the scene ends out with them walking towards the park and whatnot. And that's it. We see a flash forward. I mean, not a flash forward. I'm so used to saying flash forward because we had so much flash forwards and flashbacks for this episode or whatnots. But sneak peek for next week, we see more of the get-togethers in the park or whatnots. We seeing some drama again. Once again, Geo and G. Once again, these two look like they're going to be the breakout. It's going to be old Geo and darn new Geo, honey. It's going to be caramel Geo versus darn butterscotch Geo, honey. The battle of the darn Geos, honey. Let the best Geo win. Now, I still love y'all both for whatnots. I still hope like darn yeah, y'all would darn someday make up or whatnot. But hell, y'all, one of y'all done made it known that it would be a better chance of me thinking folks in hell would get a nice cool glass of ice water before that shit happens. But a girl can hope and whatnot. So I'm sending out the positive vibes for all of y'all as I'm giving my share look of the night, honey. But that is it, y'all. Oh, and on once again, condolences again for Geo. Now I know that scene's gonna break me down. Because as somebody who's went through the same thing his mother is, went through or whatnots, and, losing somebody actually to that. And once again, the only reason I'm not saying it because this video got to get monetized. YouTube so trifling, you can't even say the C word up on here without them gonna want to strike stuff down. But yeah, my condolences to him for that. To deal with all of this in the midst of, his mother going through that, it's like, I just wanted to jump through the screen and give him a huge support, a hug or whatnots. I'm definitely hoping that there were, well, he did say there were some cast members that were genuinely, concerned and was around him or whatnots for that. So I'm definitely looking forward to that because I don't want this whole season to be, you just going off and, it ain't nobody in your corner. So I am at least looking forward to, seeing some reinforcements. Although in a perfect world, I wish y'all could just all be friends. Can we just be friends? Oh, But hell, I guess y'all say, well, bitch, we wouldn't have a show if everything was darn going just peaceful in the neighborhood or whatnot. I don't know, not necessarily, because the folks, let me see, which show did it well? Oh, that's sad, y'all. I can't even think of a damn show that didn't have no, well, no, on that note, y'all, good night.